Good evening, everyone. Myself Manav, and I am here again with a new video with a new topic of science. And today's topic is about chemical effects of electric current. Electric current and its chemical effect. Something based on chemicals, some reactions done by the current as the current flows from something and something else happens, something creepy happens. It forms any chemical, whatever it is, compound. We're gonna learn about all those things up in this video. So my video starts with what is current? First question that is, what do you mean by current? What do you mean by current? Current. Electric current. Electric means something related to electricity, and current means the flow of that electricity. Let's suppose I have this pen. How electricity flow from one place to another, from one point to another, if the electricity is flowing in a conductor. Okay, before starting this topic, I want to tell you the definition of two terms. One is insulator, or we also say them poor conductor in easy language. And the second one is our conductors. Conductors, conduct. Word conduct. What is conduct? If we do something, if we take something, whatever, I am conducting this lecture. I am taking this lecture. So conductor are those things, are those metal or something which has the power of anything has the power to send the electric particle from one point to another one. Now we're gonna discuss about insulators. What are insulators? Poor conductor. Opposite term of conductor mean the things which are unable to pass this current from one point to another. They're unable, they don't have that power, they don't keep that power that they can throw that electrical particle from one place to another. Now we're gonna start our topic, chemical effects, with the experiments. I'm not gonna do experiments, but I'm gonna show you or tell you about those experiments, and you can perform it, but with the help of elder one. As it's dangerous to play with electricity, it is dangerous to play with fire too. In my previous video, that was about combustion and flame. We talked about combustion and flame and some cautions that can be taken at the moment when we saw something emergencies there in our home or any public place. Now we're going to talk about electricity. Electricity is also a harmful thing, and we should not play with it. So starting this video, do you know our elders, every time they say that we should not touch switch or any electrical appliance with our wet hands. Why we should not why we should not touch them? Why we should not use any electrical appliance with wet hands? Okay, when your hands are wet, what is in your hand at that time? That is water. Yeah, wet water or any other liquid. But mostly if we have washed our hands, so then our hands are wet. So at that time, we should not touch any bulb. Instead of bulb, we can say switch to turn off or turn on light of any electrical appliance. We should not do that. That is very harmful. But you have ever thought that what is the reason behind it? Why our elder always say that we should not touch our electrical appliance, any electrical appliance with wet hands? The reason is electricity, the current. the current which is flowing from the wires, the current which is flowing in that particular appliance, electrical appliance. Because water is a conductor. Water is a conductor of electricity. Yes. Do you know why? Why does the conductor? Because it conducts electricity. It conducts electricity. In the starting of the video, I told you two terms, insulator and conductor. So water is conductor, but distilled water, as in a tap water and distilled water, both are two different terms, both are two different things. Why they are two different things? Because of water, the tap water has some salt in it, and salt is a conductor. Yes, my pro, that is a conductor. And we have not washed our hands with distilled water. We have washed them with tap water. We don't use that pure water to wash our hand. I don't think so anybody use it. All one we use tap water. So if we're gonna touch, let's suppose this is a appliance, electrical appliance. In reality it is not. But let's suppose it is a. When I'm gonna touch it with wet hands, current will gonna pass to my body. And why current will gonna pass to my body? First thing, why join my body with the wet hands? But why? There is no more water in my body. Is it? Isn't it? No. There are lots. 70% of our body is made from water. So we're gonna touch it so that current will gonna flow in our whole body and will result in our death. Will not be able to move it. The shock will be much huge, too much bigger. That's why our elders always say that we should not touch our electrical appliances with wet hands. I hope, friends, this is clear to you. Now, you have ever thought that how we can test that whether this appliance, any particular appliance, is working? Let me show you one thing. You can see that bulb on my top of my hut. But how I will be able to find it? How will I be able to find it that that bulb is working if I have bought a new one? How will I gonna find it that whether it is working or not? It is in working condition or it is defected? How? The question arises. We can make the answer for this question is we can make our testers, electricity testers. First thing, water passes through. Electricity passes through water. This is one characteristic of our electricity. So what can I do? I can take a wire. Let's suppose what to use. Let me find something else. Yeah, I got the wire. This is my old motor. Let me tuck off it from this motor. What is this? Wire. I'm gonna take this wire and we'll cut from here and here. I'm going to make a battery, attach a battery here and here that bulb. Not that way, it's a big one. We can use any LED lights, small LED lights. Yes. And I'm gonna stuck both of these ends to the glass filled with water, with our tap water. So what will gonna happen? If that LED is working, that LED is in a working condition, LED bulb, then that bulb will gonna blow. Why? As we don't have wire between these 2 points, what to do? But we have water. What? Why? Why water? Why we can use water? The reason is in the starting of the video, that is Water is a conductor, is a good conductor of electricity. Tap water. Now, the second thing, if we don't have water, what to do at that time? We can use magnet. Have you heard a property of electricity that whenever electric current flows, the needle of the magnet, as a magnet have a needle, that start deflecting. Yes. So we can use a magnet. From this property, we don't have water at that moment of time. To make the second tester, we can use magnet. We're gonna wrap that magnet like this, and we're going to attach the battery bulb in the same wire in such type of loop. This is a small one, but we need to use a bigger one. So if the current will gonna pass, this will not gonna tell you that the same thing is working. No, yeah, sorry, it will gonna tell you the same thing. I mean, the bulb is working or not, but how? If the current will going to pass, then the magnet needle will gonna deflect, and if it will gonna deflect, so that result that tells us that there is current flowing in the wire. And if the current is flowing, so then bulb must blow. But if the bulb don't blow at that moment of time, and that will gonna tell us that bulb has something glitch in it. So I hope our two tests are clear to you. Now I'm going to come to our main topic, that is about the name of the chapter, chemical effects of the current. First chemical, I'm gonna tell you one that is our main mostly I have studied in my book, that is electroplating. What? Electroplating. I'm going to tell you what is electroplating, what is rust. Rust is not in this topic, but I have to tell you, then we're gonna make a concept more clear that you can understand it easily. First of all, not in the starting, when I started this topic, the characteristics of electric current, at that moment of time, I told you that first tester can be made with the help of water, as water is a conductor of electricity. So what will I gonna do is, when I will put that water, and I also have to attach two rods at the ends of this wire, electric wire. And what will gonna happen then? When the electricity will gonna flow, that will result in the, as first of all telling this example, do you know what is the chemical formula of oxygen? Not oxygen, no, water. That is HO2. H2O, sorry. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Molecules. H2O. H2O. What is H2? Hydrogen and oxygen. So when we will perform this activity, when we'll on the battery, so the water molecule H2O will going to separate into elements, that is oxygen and hydrogen. Hydrogen will going to stuck, or we can say it will gonna say stuck on the positive terminal, and hydrogen will on the negative terminal. From this, people in early ages, not in early age, we can say in 80s or 70s, people thought of electroplating, of painting the things. Have you ever heard of the metal, not of metal, maybe we can say element chromium? It is used for to paint of the various things like car doors and many other parts of car and bicycle things, bicycle parts. Yes. Have you ever? I haven't heard till now, but when I read my book, I was a bit surprised that there is such type of element present in on Earth, and we use it to paint to paint up a coat or layer of any metal, any element. We also use zinc, but we don't use zinc in various things. We use it to protect iron. From which thing? We use it to protect from rust. Rust mean when the our iron comes in the contact of moisture, it forms a red color thing, reddish thing, red layer, which is known as rust. And to get rid of that rust, to prevent that rust from getting on any iron thing, we coat paint. We paint something, any color or whatever, or we electroplate. We do a coating of zinc on it to prevent it from getting rust. And now I will going to tell you about electroplating. What is electroplating? Electroplating is painting a layer, coating a layer on any metal through electricity. There are many ornaments which look like very expensive. We think that those are made up of gold, silver, but no, they are made from bronze or any other cheap element, copper. Yes. So, but they look very nice. They look very gorgeous. Why? They look very magnificent. They give a shiny look. The reason is a layer of gold or silver is electroplated, coated on them. That is what was our today's topic. In the conclusion, I think first thing that we understood today, we should not use any electrical appliances with wet hands, and we should follow some rules, some norms which are told by our elders. We should not say that is useless. They are very useful. They can save our lives. So I hope, friends, today's topic is clear to you, and we're gonna meet tomorrow in our next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.